eyes have been on Apple this hour as it unveils the iPhone 15. And of course, product launches for these new Apple phones, always critical, Matt. This is a device that makes up roughly 50% of the company's sales. Last year alone, that amounted to more than $205 billion.
Right. They should be critical. The problem is, if they're not a big deal, then it doesn't spur enough people to go out and upgrade. Let's bring in Bloomberg's Ed Ludlow, who's outside the event in Cupertino, California. So, Ed, wrapping a couple of the high-end models with a titanium strip and saying they've upgraded the camera, is that going to be enough?
We want to know if it's going to be enough. You know, there are wide-ranging estimates of how many tens or hundreds of millions of former or older generation iPhones are out there for upgrades, and it's hard to know what the consumer is willing to part cash for. What we know is that, as expected, we have two variants of the base model iPhone 15, a 6.1-inch screen and a 6.7-inch screen. Both of them get the dynamic island, which is the top sliver of the screen, a more interactive display that displays more information. The big news so far on the low-end iPhone 15 is the upgrades to the camera, 48 megapixel. The iPhone 14 non-Pro versions a year ago had 12 megapixels, so that's a pretty substantive upgrade on the camera technology. But we're waiting for the Pro line, because as you guys know, that's the strategy for Apple. Save the big technology upgrades for the higher price Pro models, charge more for them, raise average selling price, and see that you can target that customer base that is basically classed as first or early adopter.